Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Mishu. I'm Emily, and sitting across from me is my good friend Liam. How's your week been, Liam?
Honestly, Emily, it's been one of those busy weeks, but also a bit inspiring. I found an old notebook where I had written some of my childhood dreams, and it really made me think.
Oh, that's amazing. You know, dreams are powerful, and sometimes in the chaos of daily life, we actually forget what we once wanted so badly.
Exactly. Today, we're going to talk about something really close to the heart. Remember your dream. Because so many people wake up every day feeling stuck, forgetting the fire that once pushed them forward.
And the truth is, if you forget your dream, you also forget your direction. So let's have this conversation together, not just about English learning, but about life. And by the end of this podcast, I promise you, you'll feel motivated to reconnect with your own dream.
So let me start with a question for our listeners. When was the last time you thought about your dream? Think about it as we dive in.
Liam, I feel like so many people have this question deep inside. What happened to my dream? When we were kids, everyone had something they wanted to be. Some wanted to be singers, some wanted to be astronauts, some wanted to change the world. But then life happens, and slowly the dream fades.
Exactly, Emily. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a writer. I used to fill my notebooks with little stories. But when I grew older, people told me, that's not practical, or that won't pay the bills. And guess what? I stopped writing for years. I focused only on what seemed safe. But deep down, I felt like something was missing.
That's so true. And I think many of our listeners can relate. Maybe your dream was to speak English fluently, to study abroad, to get a job in another country, or even just to feel confident in a conversation. But people around you might have said, it's too hard, or you don't have time, or why bother? And slowly, you start believing them.
Yes, and the sad part is, forgetting your dream doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, like dust covering a mirror. One day you wake up and you realize you haven't thought about your dream in years. And that's why this topic is so important, because dreams are not just fantasies. They are like compasses. They point us toward where we're meant to go.
That's a beautiful way to put it, Liam. A compass. Without it, we're just walking in circles. And when you forget your dream, your days start to feel empty. You wake up, do the same routine, go to bed, and wonder why you're not happy. But when you remember your dream, suddenly life has color again.
Exactly. And let's connect this to English learning, too. Many of our listeners here want to improve their English, but some of them feel stuck because they forgot why they started learning English in the first place. Maybe it was to travel, maybe to study, maybe to connect with new people. If you reconnect with that dream, learning English will stop feeling like a burden and start feeling like a journey.
So today, dear listener, we're not just going to talk about dreams in general. We're going to help you find yours again. We'll explore why we lose them, how to remember them, and how to actually take steps toward them, even when life feels heavy.
And don't worry, we'll keep this conversation simple, practical, and inspiring. Think of us as your friends, walking beside you, reminding you that your dream still matters, because it does. And maybe by the end of this episode, you'll feel ready to dust off that old dream and bring it back into your life.
Yes. So let's begin this journey together because today is not about yesterday's mistakes or missed chances. It's about remembering your dream and giving it life again. Liam, I want to start by talking about the real struggle people face when they forget their dreams. It's not just about not reaching a goal. It's this quiet, nagging feeling inside, like something is missing. You wake up, go through your routine, but deep down, you feel empty.
Absolutely. And what's worse is that many people don't even realize why they feel this way. They might blame their job, their studies, or the busy world around them. But the real reason is simple. They've lost connection with their dream. That spark that used to drive them is gone.
And it's emotional too. Think about it. When you forget your dream, you might feel frustrated, guilty, or even ashamed. Why didn't I follow my dream? Why didn't I try harder? These thoughts can haunt you quietly every day.
I've seen it happen with so many people, Emily. Maybe you wanted to start a business or learn English fluently or travel the world, but life pressures like bills, family expectations, or fear of failure push that dream to the side. And suddenly years go by and you're stuck in a routine that doesn't feel like yours.
Exactly. And the problem isn't just external. A lot of the struggle comes from inside your own mind. Fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs create invisible walls. You tell yourself, I'm too old, or I don't have the skills, or it's too late for me. And slowly, your dream fades into a memory.
Yes, and here's the reality for English learners too. Maybe you started learning English with the dream of traveling or talking to new people, but after months of slow progress, it feels discouraging. And that discouragement makes people stop trying, and their dream feels farther away than ever.
But here's the important truth. Forgetting your dream doesn't mean it's gone forever. It just means you need to reconnect, to remember why it mattered in the first place. And that's exactly what we'll focus on today. How to bring that dream back into your life step by step.
And we'll not only talk about remembering your dream, but also practical ways to take small actions every day, even if it's just a tiny step, because every dream, no matter how big or small, deserves attention and care.
So if you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or like life has become routine, this part is for you. The struggle is real, but it's not permanent. And together, we'll explore how to overcome it.
That's right. And by the end of this episode, I want you to feel inspired and ready to reconnect with your dream, no matter how long ago you put it aside.
So, Liam, now that we've talked about the struggle, let's get a little deeper. Why do so many people forget their dreams? What actually happens inside their minds?
Well, Emily, there are both emotional and logical reasons. Emotionally, fear plays a huge role. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. Think about it. When a dream seems risky or far away, your brain naturally wants to protect you. So it tells you, maybe this isn't for you, or you'll fail anyway. And slowly, that fear pushes your dream aside.
That makes sense. And then there's doubt. People start questioning themselves. Am I good enough? Do I have enough time? Am I too old? Every small doubt, repeated over months or years, becomes a wall between you and your dream.
Yes, and the logical side is interesting too. Life has responsibilities, work, bills, family, school. Logically, putting your dream aside seems practical. I'll do it later when things are easier. But here's the problem. Later often never comes, and your dream slowly disappears while you're busy surviving, not thriving.
Exactly. And there's also social pressure. Friends, family, even teachers or coworkers might tell you to be realistic or practical. And because we care about what others think, we start believing them. So a dream that once made your heart race suddenly feels silly or impossible.
And Emily, here's the tricky part. Our mind loves comfort. Sticking with routines, even boring ones, feels safe. But safety isn't the same as happiness. And dreams, by nature, pull us out of comfort zones. That's why remembering them is both exciting and scary.
That's so true. And for English learners, it's the same. Trying to speak English in front of others can feel risky or embarrassing. But if you avoid that risk, your dream of fluency stays locked away. The cause of forgetting your dream isn't that you lack ability, it's that fear, doubt, and comfort have taken over.
So, the first step to reconnecting with your dream is understanding these causes. When you realize, oh, this fear, this doubt, this pressure, these are natural and they're why I forgot my dream, it becomes easier to take action. You stop blaming yourself and start seeing the real problem clearly.
Exactly. Awareness is power. And once you understand the emotional and logical reasons, you can start breaking through them step by step. That's what we'll focus on in the next parts: practical solutions to remember your dream and live it fully.
So, if you felt trapped, anxious, or uncertain about your dream, remember, it's not your fault. The causes are normal human experiences, but knowing them is the first step toward freedom and action.
All right, Liam, now it's time for some action. Let's talk about the first solution to remember your dream. For me, the biggest step is writing it down. It sounds simple, but it's so powerful.
Absolutely, Emily. I actually tried this recently. I grabbed a notebook and wrote down every dream I'd ever had, big or small. Some felt silly, some felt impossible, but seeing them on paper was like finding old treasures I had forgotten.
Exactly. Writing makes your dream real. Your brain sees it, your heart feels it, and suddenly it's not just a thought floating in your mind. It's a plan. Even if you don't act on it immediately, writing keeps it alive.
And here's a tip for our English learners. While writing your dreams, try writing a few sentences in English. For example, I want to travel to Japan, or I want to speak English confidently. You're not only remembering your dream, you're practicing English at the same time.
Yes, and it's important to be specific. Don't just write, I want to be happy. Ask yourself, what makes you happy? What does your dream look like in real life? The more specific you are, the easier it is to remember and act on it.
Another tip, keep your dream notebook somewhere visible. Your fridge, your desk, your nightstand. Every time you see it, your mind gets a small reminder. That little nudge is like watering a plant. Your dream starts growing again.
And don't worry if it feels scary at first. Some dreams might feel too big or impossible. That's normal. The goal here isn't perfection, it's awareness. By writing it down, you acknowledge your dream, and that's the first step to making it part of your daily life again.
Exactly. And listeners, think about this. When you write your dream, you also give yourself permission to believe it's possible. You're saying, this matters. I matter. My dream matters. That's powerful motivation.
So if you haven't done this yet, pause this podcast for a moment, grab a notebook, and write your dream. Big, small, crazy, simple, just write it. Trust me, it's a magical first step towards remembering it and living it.
And remember, this isn't just a one-time activity. Keep updating it, adding new dreams, crossing out achieved ones. Make it a living document of your heart.
All right, Liam. So we've talked about writing down your dreams. That's step one. Now, solution number 2 is visualizing your dream every day. This is where imagination meets action.
Yes, visualization is so powerful. When I was trying to remember my childhood dream of becoming a writer, I started imagining myself sitting at a desk, writing a story, finishing it, and even sharing it with readers. Just seeing it in my mind made me feel motivated to take small steps toward it.
Exactly. And you don't need to spend hours on this. Even 1 or 2 minutes each morning can make a huge difference. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and picture your dream clearly. Imagine the sounds, the colors, the emotions. It makes your brain believe it's real.
And for English learners, you can visualize your dream while practicing English. For example, imagine yourself traveling to another country and confidently speaking English with locals. Or imagine giving a presentation in English at work. This way, your dream and your English learning go hand in hand.
That's a great point. And here's something many people forget. When you visualize, feel the emotion of achieving your dream. Feel the pride, the joy, the excitement. Emotion is what makes your dream stick in your mind.
And Emily, another tip is to create a vision board. Pictures, quotes, anything that represents your dream. Place it somewhere you see every day, on your wall, your desk, even your phone wallpaper. Every glance reminds your brain, this is important. This is what I want.
Absolutely. And don't worry if it feels silly at first. Our minds often resist big dreams, but visualization works because it trains your subconscious. The more you imagine your dream, the more your brain starts looking for ways to make it happen in real life.
And listeners, here's the magic. When you combine writing your dream with daily visualization, it's like planting a seed and watering it. You're building a mental path that guides you step by step toward what you want.
So today, take a moment, close your eyes, imagine your dream as if it's already happening. Feel the joy and let it inspire your actions. Even small daily steps add up over time. That's the power of visualization. It brings your dream back to life.
Remember, your dream is like a spark. Visualization is the oxygen that keeps it burning bright. Without it, the spark fades. With it, your dream starts growing stronger every day.
Okay, Liam, we've written our dreams and visualized them. That's amazing. But now comes solution number 3, taking small, consistent actions. Dreams don't work by themselves. They need action, even tiny steps.
Absolutely, Emily. I learned this the hard way. When I first remembered my dream of writing, I felt overwhelmed. I need hours, resources, perfection. But then I realized even 10 minutes a day of writing counted, and slowly those small steps added up.
Yes, and the beauty of small steps is that they reduce fear. Sometimes big dreams feel impossible, but if you focus on just the next small thing you can do, it becomes achievable. It could be writing one sentence, learning 5 English words, or researching one topic related to your dream.
For English learners, this is perfect. If your dream is to speak fluently, start small. Speak to yourself in English for 2 minutes a day, or learn 5 new phrases and use them today. Small actions done consistently lead to big results over time.
And here's another tip. Celebrate these small wins. Did you speak one English sentence confidently? Did you write one page for your dream project? Celebrate it. Every little step is proof that you're moving closer to your dream.
Exactly, and consistency beats intensity. Even 10 minutes every day is better than 3 hours once in a while. Your dream becomes a habit, part of your life. Over time, it grows stronger and harder to ignore.
And don't worry if progress feels slow. Remember, dreams are like trees. They take time to grow roots and branches. But with daily care, they will bloom. Small actions are the water and sunlight for your dream.
Listeners, imagine this. Every tiny step you take is a vote for your dream. The more votes you give it, the louder it speaks, the clearer your path becomes. No action is too small.
So, today, pick one small thing you can do for your dream right after this podcast. Write it down, visualize it, and take action. Remember, your dream doesn't need perfection, it needs persistence. All right, Liam, we've written our dreams, visualized them, and taken small steps. Now it's time for solution number 4. Surround yourself with support and inspiration. Dreams grow faster when you're not alone.
Absolutely. I remember when I was trying to reconnect with my writing dream, I joined a small online group of writers, shared my stories, and got feedback. Suddenly, my dream felt alive again. Not just mine, but something I was part of with others.
That's powerful. And for English learners, the same applies. Talk with friends, join language groups, or even follow inspiring English speakers online. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, not those who bring doubt.
And Emily, it's also about inspiration. Read books, listen to podcasts, or watch videos about people who achieved what you dream of. Seeing someone else succeed reminds you it's possible. Your dream isn't unrealistic. It's achievable.
Yes, and sometimes support comes from small gestures. A friend asking, "How's your dream going?" or a mentor giving a tip can keep your motivation alive. You start feeling accountable, and accountability is a secret weapon for dreams.
Another tip is to minimize negative influence. Limit time with people who constantly say, "It's too hard," or "You'll never make it." Protect your dream space like a garden. Keep out weeds and nurture the good seeds.
And here's the key takeaway: you don't need to do it all alone. Dreams become stronger when shared, supported, and inspired by others. A dream that's alone in your mind is fragile, but a dream connected to people, ideas, and encouragement becomes unstoppable.
So listeners today, reach out. Find a friend, a group, a mentor, or even a podcast like this one. Surround yourself with inspiration. Let your dream live not just in your heart, but in your community, and watch it grow faster than ever.
Remember, your dream is like a flame. Alone, it flickers. Surrounded by wind, distractions, or negativity, it may struggle. But with support, encouragement, and inspiration, it burns brighter, stronger, and steadier. All right, Liam, we've covered writing down dreams, visualizing them, taking small steps, and finding support. But no journey is complete without obstacles. Let's be real. There will be doubts, setbacks, and fears along the way.
Exactly, Emily. One of the biggest obstacles is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. Even when you reconnect with your dream, that fear can whisper, "Stop. This is too hard."
And doubt is sneaky too. You might start asking yourself, am I really capable? Will this ever work? Or comparing yourself to others who seem ahead. That comparison can be discouraging, but it doesn't mean you failed. It just means you need to refocus.
Another obstacle is distraction. Life gets busy. Work, school, family, social media, all of it competes for your attention. Sometimes you think, "I'll chase my dream tomorrow." But tomorrow turns into weeks or months.
And here's the good news, listeners. Obstacles are normal. Every person who achieved a dream faced them. The difference is how you respond. Do you let them stop you, or do you use them as lessons to grow stronger?
Exactly. And here's a tip. When you feel doubt or fear creeping in, remember why you started. Revisit your notebook, your vision board, your daily visualization. Those reminders are anchors. They pull you back when your mind wants to drift.
And don't forget, mistakes are part of the journey. Every small failure teaches you something. Maybe you spoke English wrong. Maybe you missed a step toward your dream. But it's not the end. It's feedback, not defeat.
I love that, Emily. Think of obstacles as challenges that test how much you care about your dream. Each time you overcome one, your dream becomes stronger, and so do you.
So listeners, don't be afraid of obstacles. Embrace them as part of your story. Every dream worth remembering will face resistance, but you have the tools, the mindset, and the support to keep going.
Exactly. Keep moving forward, one small step at a time, even when it's hard. Your dream is still alive, and every obstacle you overcome is proof that you're closer than you think.
All right, Liam, now let's bring this all to life with a little role play. Imagine a listener named Sarah. She's struggling to remember her dream and feels stuck. I'll be Sarah, and you guide me.
Sounds great. Okay, Sarah, let's start by asking, what's your dream?
I've always wanted to travel and work in another country, but I feel it's impossible now. I've forgotten how to even start.
That's okay, Sarah. First step, write it down. Grab a notebook and write, I want to travel and work abroad. Seeing it on paper makes it real again.
Okay, I wrote it down. It feels good seeing it there.
Great! Next, let's visualize. Close your eyes. Imagine packing your bags, arriving in a new country, talking to new people in English, feeling confident and happy. How does that feel?
Wow, it feels exciting. I can feel the freedom and adventure.
Perfect. Now, small steps. You don't need to move tomorrow. But today, research one country you want to go to. Or learn 5 English phrases for travelers. One small action gets you closer.
I can do that. I feel less scared now because it feels achievable.
And finally, find support. Talk to friends who have traveled, or join an online community. Share your dream. It will motivate you and give you ideas.
I feel like I can actually do this now. Writing it down, imagining it, small steps, and talking to others, it makes it feel possible.
Exactly. That's the power of combining all 4 solutions. Your dream isn't far away anymore. You just needed a roadmap and a little practice to remember it.
Listeners, try this with your own dream. Play both roles. Ask yourself the questions, guide yourself, and see how your confidence grows. Role play makes your dream real in your mind and heart. All right, Liam, now let's look at some vocabulary from today's episode. These words will help you talk about dreams, goals, and motivation in English.
Yes, let's start with vision. A vision is a clear idea of what you want in the future. Example, my vision is to travel the world and speak English confidently.
Next is obstacle. An obstacle is something that blocks your path or makes it difficult to achieve your goal. Example, fear of failure can be a big obstacle to remembering your dream.
Then we have visualize. To visualize is to imagine your dream or goal clearly in your mind. Example, every morning I visualize myself achieving my dream of speaking English fluently.
Another useful word is consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly without giving up. Example, consistency in practicing English helps me improve every day.
And let's add motivation. Motivation is the reason you do something or the energy to keep going. Example, remembering your dream gives you motivation to take action every day.
Here's a phrase for you too, step by step. It means doing things gradually, one small action at a time. Example, achieving your dream is easier when you take it step by step.
And finally, support system. This is the group of people who help and encourage you. Example, having a strong support system makes it easier to remember and chase your dream.
Listeners, try using these words today when you talk or write about your dream. They'll help you express yourself better in English and keep your dream alive at the same time.
That's right. Vocabulary isn't just words. It's the tools you use to connect your ideas, express your feelings, and take action toward your dream.
Wow, Liam, what a journey today. We started by remembering why our dreams matter, explored the struggles and obstacles, and learned 4 powerful solutions to reconnect with them.
Yes, Emily. Writing down your dream, visualizing it daily, taking small, consistent steps, and surrounding yourself with support. These aren't just tips. They're actions that make your dream real again.
And listeners, remember this. Your dream is still alive, even if you've forgotten it for years. It's never too late to reconnect, to take that first step, to feel that spark again.
Every small action counts. Every moment you spend thinking about, writing, or visualizing your dream is a vote for your future. You are not too late, too old, or too busy. Your dream matters, and so do you.
So today, make a promise to yourself. Revisit your dream, take one small action, share it with someone who supports you, And don't let fear or doubt stop you. Even tiny steps every day will create a life full of purpose and excitement.
And for our English learners, remember, using English while pursuing your dream makes the journey even more powerful. Speak, write, visualize, and share in English. It strengthens your skills while you chase your heart's desire.
Listeners, if this episode inspired you, take a moment to subscribe, share it with friends, or comment below with your dream. We'd love to hear it and cheer you on.
Remember, your dream is a compass pointing to your purpose. Nurture it, protect it, and act on it every day. You have the power to turn it into reality.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Keep your dream alive, take action, and remember, you are capable, you are deserving, and your dream is waiting for you. Until next time, keep speaking English, keep believing, and keep chasing your dream.